Today I'm going to talk about Japanese Toolset. Let's take a short break for a while and let's see what we are using in the Japanese kitchen to make your happy eating challenge more durable and practical.
Yeah, Alex.
Let's start with kitchen utensils that I use every day. The thin long blade knife is called Yanagiba. It's used for sashimi or sushi. I don't think you want to have this type of knife because it is easy to rust and it's not easy to keep it sharp unless you are sharpening it constantly. This one is a Japanese style Santoku knife, which means a general purpose knife. I think you can use Santoku to take place for the Yanagiba. This one has a thick blade, a sturdy and reliable blade that you can cut anything like firm vegetables like kabocha pumpkin or fish bones, as long as you keep it sharp by sharpening with the whetstone. And I have a smaller Japanese knife. This is good for the cutting the vegetables or anything you want to cut into tiny pieces. And I have a Western style Santoku knife. This is a knife from the Henkels, the German brand, but the Japanese version. And I have small Western style knives that I use the most. The difference between the Japanese and Western is the material and angle and the bevel and the blade thickness. I recommend having one good Santoku knife if you are thinking of buying a knife. I constantly sharpen the knife with the whetstone like once a week, but if it's overwhelming for you, just use a sharpener and sharpen it before cooking. It will take just 10 seconds. Using a sharp knife is crucial to keep your cooking at a good level. This is a fishbone tweezer. When you want to remove the fish bones, just pinch and pull it out. And this is the kitchen scissors. This is useful to cut anything, literally anything. Sometimes I use this for removing the stems from the shiitake mushroom. And this is a peeler. This is made of stainless because I often use a peeler, so I choose the durable materials. A smaller whisk is used to dissolve miso in dashi broth. A larger whisk is used to make a paste or to make a tempura batter. And this is the wooden spatula. It looks yellow because I use this for curry sauce. Sorry about that. And I use this for fried rice, something that you need to separate into pieces or grains. And this one is a heat-proof rubber spatula. I like the rubber spatula because you can clean everything up and you don't want to waste the last drop of delicious sauce. And I also have a smaller one. A smaller one is so convenient to gather the sauce if you are making a dipping sauce with a small amount. This makes your job so much easier. And we have chopsticks for cooking. It's called saibashi, long and sturdy chopsticks for cooking. This one has a skinny tapered end. That makes it easy to position the food wherever you want. Good to have this for the beautiful presentation. And I have square-shaped chopsticks for noodles because if you are using a round shape, it's very slippery and you can't control it. But if you are using a square one, it's much better to handle the plating to make the good presentation. And this is an egg fork that I use pretty often. I just spent a fork too easy to use with an egg mixing bowl that I will introduce later. And this is a mandarin. Depending on how thick you want your cucumbers or other vegetables, you can adjust the thickness. I love this mandarin so much, so I always keep a backup. And here I have a Japanese kitchen tools, making your cooking more manageable and faster. This is the skimmer to remove the crunchy bits from the oil for deep frying. This is a rice paddle stand by itself, and it has a bumpy bits on the surface, and the rice grain does not stick to it, and it's not annoying at all. This is a bamboo sushi mat, and you can make a sushi rolls and reshape tamagoyaki into a nice shape. This is a fine mesh skimmer. You can remove any scums from your dashi broth when you are making simmered vegetables so that you can get a clear dashi. And you can create clean dishes if you have one. And this is a Daikon Grader. This is a bit pricey Daikon Grader rather than the 100 yen shop or other common product. But I like this one because you can grate daikon so fast and fluffy. And here I have a finer grater made of ceramic. You can make fine grated daikon with it. I like to use this for ginger and garlic. This is a suikogi grinder that we use for the sesame seed. The large one we use for the grinding and mixing the ingredients. And these are the mixing bowls. These kitchen tools are nothing special. Most of them are already in your kitchen. But I recommend having a large rice rinsing bowl to wash the rice without breaking the grains. I can stack everything like this and organize the drawer in the kitchen. And here are the pans and pot used in my kitchen. It's so simple. I have a frying pan that is coated with the diamond powder, and I know some people don't like to have this type of the frying pan. But I'm sure that the many professional chefs use this type of frying pan in their kitchen to make their job easier. And I have tamagoyaki pan, and this is made of copper. This is the same as the traditional tamagoyaki specialty shop. And I have stainless pot that comes in 3 sizes. I cook pretty often, so I don't want the heavy pot. The Japanese restaurant chefs uses very light and easy to clean pans, so I decided to use this kind of pot. And I have a bamboo steamer that uses for the steaming vegetables or dim sums. You can serve this steamer on the table because it looks attractive, and so you can use it as a kitchen utensils and presentations as well. This is optional, but if you have a larger bamboo steamer, you can make steamed rice like sekihan or make a Japanese style mochi cakes, or you can make steamed pans. I don't want to have tools with only one purpose except onsen tamago maker. This is so useful. Lastly, I want to explain the storage in my kitchen. I buy it at the 100 yen shop. You can find high quality bottles and airtight container at the 100 yen shop like Daiso. I use bottles from the 100 yen shop for the homemade seasonings that I introduced you in a previous video. And if you want to marinate something or freeze it, you can use the freezer bag from the 100 yen shop. It's so cheap. Alright, that's it for today. I hope the video helps organize your happy eating project. Click like and subscribe not to miss any of my new videos. Thanks for watching.